Hey everyone, it's Ken Furukawa from kkfurukawa.com, and in this video, I'm going to do an updated review of Designrr. I'm going to take you guys inside the members area, then we're going to talk about the pricing and how you can get Designrr for a low one-time price. And lastly, stick with me because I've got a special custom bonus for those of you who grab your copy of Designrr through me. So if you're ready, let's dive right in. All right, guys, before I take you inside the members area, give you a tour and a demo of Designrr, I just wanted to explain to people out there who are not familiar with Designrr what it is. So Designrr is software. It's software that's based in the cloud. So that means you do not have to download anything and install Designrr on your laptop or your desktop. It resides in the cloud. This software is going to allow you to create ebooks and lead magnets. And who is this for? Well, if you check out their homepage, you're going to be able to see content marketers, course creators, ebook creators, coaches, podcasters, small businesses, podcast services, brand marketers, webinar marketers, video creators, YouTube creators, marketing agencies. There are a whole bevy of uses for Designrr. So anybody that needs to create an ebook or lead magnet, this is for you. So let's hop inside of Designrr. And what I did for this review video was I went out and I purchased Designrr for that one-time price. They have a special offer, and I'm going to leave a link down in the description below so you can pick up your copy. And if you do, you get my special custom bonus. But I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. I just wanted to purchase a brand new copy. No upsells. I didn't purchase any of the upsells. Just wanted to let you know that because I am a premium member of Designrr. I've had them for a while now. And I want to show you guys what you get when you purchase Designrr for that one-time price. So this is a brand new clean account. So this is the dashboard area right here. You can see a list of your projects, and there's one already in here. This is a sample project that you can take a look at. But what I'll do is I'll demonstrate how easy it is to create an ebook using Designrr from a blog post. Also, this is where your drafts are going to be located, as well as your media manager. So this is where you would be saving your photos and things like that, any type of graphics that you want to use in your ebook. So back to the dashboard area. Up here, you can see updates. You can upgrade if you want to. And obviously there are going to be benefits to upgrading, and I'll talk about that when we talk about the pricing portion. And if you want to promote Designrr like I am, I love it, I use it. And in fact, my custom bonus, my special custom bonus for you guys was created in Designrr. Also, they've got help here. If you want to explore their knowledge base, you want to take a tour of Designrr, they even allow you to give them feedback so that they can make Designrr better. So this is a really good software. It's a software that is supported and it is updated. Also too, if you want to talk to anybody, they have chat here. So when you click on that blue chat icon, you can send them a message. You can also search for help articles as well. So very, very intuitive. There's nothing much to this dashboard, but I want to just give you a tour. We're going to create an ebook shortly. So right here, one thing you're going to notice right here, they have a new feature, and it is called WORDGENIE. And with WORDGENIE, you can generate an ebook using the power of AI. So they've incorporated ChatGPT into Designrr, and you're able to utilize that power of AI to generate an ebook. And I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So there are a number of ways you can design your ebook. WORDGENIE will go over. You can import your blog post. So you add in a URL, or you can copy and paste the text in there. You can import it from Word. You can import it from Google Doc. You can start from a blank template and start writing that way if you want to. And you can see right here, the ones that have these little crown right here, and I hover over it, it says you need to upgrade in order to access that feature. You can turn your PDF into a flip book. And you can see a bunch of other premium features there. You can obviously start from scratch. So the most obvious one for a lot of people getting started with Designrr is to import a blog post or a blog post from a URL. So we're going to go and create a ebook based off of this. So let's click on that. You can see right here, they've got a little, this is kind of like a little pop-up to tell you what you need to do right here. It says import from blog or URL. So when you're importing from a website, make sure you copy the full page URL, not the home page URL. So definitely pay attention to that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paste in a URL from a blog post that I wrote, and we're going to continue on with this demonstration. So as you can see, I have a blog post here that I wrote many years ago. So I'm going to use this as a sample for you guys. And what we need to do is we need to capture the entire URL. Now I know it's cut off, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy it, bring it back to Designrr, and then I'm going to paste it in. And I need to make sure that the HTTPS portion is added in there. Once I've added in the URL for my blog post, I'm going to click on the fetch button. As you can see right here, that was very quick. It grabbed that information, and from here, this is when I can add a theme to my project. So when you click on that area right here, this line, it pulls up different categories. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for email. There's no email in here. So what I'll do is I will use digital marketing right here, digital marketing. And you can add more themes if you want to. What this does is it helps to narrow down the templates. It helps to narrow down the templates, and that way you're not constantly searching. They're going to help you with that. But if you don't want to add a theme, you don't have to. In fact, let's just take it off here. And I just want to show you what happens when you don't add in a theme. So we're going to click on next. And right here, because I didn't choose a theme, I've got to go through all of these templates. Okay, so you can scroll through, choose the one that you like. And basically, the one I'm going to choose right here is for email marketing. So they've got different templates for different niches, but that doesn't mean that you have to use that particular template. You can use this template right here, or this template, or that template, and switch out any of the pictures. So if you like the way it looks, then you can utilize it. Just know that there's going to be a little bit extra customization involved, but I want to just show you here, when you click on the preview, you're able to see what it looks like. So this is what it looks like right here. You can preview it in web and you can preview it in PDF. I'm just going to go with this one, but before I do, I just want to scroll down here and just show you all the different templates they have. They've got a bunch of templates. They've even got regular basic templates, like a sample one here, a 2-column. So if you are the creative type and you want to create your own and you don't want to be limited to a template, then go ahead, use your creative juices, grab one of these and start working on your ebook. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the email marketing one. So we're going to click on use, and now it's going to prepare my ebook. And as you can see, that was fast. So since this is my first time using it, Paul Clifford, I should say, the creator of Designrr, he has a lot of tutorial videos. He has videos that explain how to use certain elements within Designrr. So if I were you, I would go through and watch the tutorials as they pop up and start learning how to use Designrr. Part of using a software like this, even though it really made it so easy to create this ebook, is that you need to experiment. There are so many different elements and things that you can add to your ebook that you really need to sit down, take 15 minutes every day and just poke around, create a sample and just go and learn how to use Designrr. So I'm not going to watch that video here, but they even asked me down here, how smoothly did your import go? Well, it was awesome. And let's take a look here. Here is how to build my email list fast, which was the name of my blog article. And I can change this if I want to. Here's my name. You can see right here, it even grabbed the images that I used and pulled them into the template. So if we scroll through this, you can see how it's broken up the text, it's using the templates and the pictures and everything inside. So this was a short article, but I just want to demonstrate to you guys how easy that is. So this is the back cover right here. So this is some lorem ipsum text. So you can add stuff in here if you want to add a call to action, or if you want to add an about the author type of text in here, you can do that. So when you go through here, you're going to see all these elements here. You can add in new pages, page breaks, page numbering. You can embed video if you want to. You can embed audio. So again, the ones that have these crowns, those are upgrades. Those are upgrades that you have to upgrade in order to take advantage of. But you can see all the different options for headings and paragraphs, numbered lists. If you want to add in links, affiliate links in there. If you want to add in block quotes, you can do all of that with Designrr. Here are the images. So if you want to upload an image, you can. If you want to search for images, you can as well. So if there's suggested images here, I can type in, let's say, email. And this pulls in pictures that I can use inside of my ebook. And that was very, very quick. You can even filter down by the image orientation. Let's move on to artwork and shapes. So if you want to add in artwork, shapes, or any icons, you can do that. Let's type in email again. See what they come up with. So here are a bunch of different icons that you can use. All of them come with the account. So when you log in, you have access to all of this. Now, when it comes to layouts, you can add in different types of layouts depending on your needs. So don't be overwhelmed. I know it can be a little bit overwhelming when you look at this stuff. And when I first looked at it, I thought it was overwhelming as well. But as you get used to using this, and as you start experimenting, it's going to come a lot easier. I promise you that. So here are the templates here. Again, if you want to switch out a template, you can switch out a template. It's totally up to you. So customization wise, Designrr to me is unmatched. That's my opinion. Here are your favorites here. If you have any favorites that you want to add, this is the WORDGENIE chat. Of course, you see the crown here. So that is a premium offer there. Right here, these are the revisions that you've made. So if you did make a revision, and let's say you did the day before and you kind of regret having done that, and you want to go back, you can go back to a previous revision. Down here, these are your project settings. So you can go through that also and customize your project. You can even add in a watermark if you want. Of course, if you need help, down over here is your help icon. And when you click on that, you'll be able to access help articles and reach out to the team. Now down over here, I know it's a little bit cut off, but you can see right here, this is to undo, to redo. Also, if you want to preview your ebook, then you can do that. And of course, if you want to publish it, you're ready to go, then you can click on publish. But let me just show you what the preview looks like. So let's click on that eyeball there, and I'm going to click on it again. And you can see this is what my ebook looks like. It looks fantastic. And when you want to leave the preview, all you do is you hit on escape here, and you have now left the preview of your ebook. Now, if you want to publish it again, you click on publish, and you have choices. You can publish it for Adobe Reader. Here, you can see over here, there are some premium options here. Obviously, you have to upgrade for that. So there's a Kindle EPUB export. So if you want to do Kindle publishing, you can do that. There's also audiobooks. You can create audiobooks. You can download the format for e-readers. You can export to HTML. You can use the flipbook feature, which is pretty awesome. And I do have a video where I demonstrated the ebook feature, and I'll leave a link down in the description above, below, or in the card above. And you can see right here is the title of my ebook as well as the author. I can add a description if I want. And this from here, you can just export it and you can download that. Now, if you want to go with the flipbook, I just clicked on that. You can see right here, it says customize flipbook, but it says pro only. And down here, it says generate flipbook embed code. And of course, this is the ad description. But let's go ahead and generate the flipbook embed code. So we're going to click on this link right here. And what it does is it pulls up a preview window. Now, this is my ebook in flipbook format. Say that fast 10 times, right? And down here, there's a bunch of different options here. And I'm just going to go through some of them. So right here, if you hover over the icon, it says autoplay. So if I press this, what it'll do is it will autoplay the flipbook for me. So this is going to be timed, and it'll flip the next page, and it'll go through the entire flipbook. If I want to look at all the different pages, I can do it that way and have that also show up here, and I can go through that. Also, if I want to share a link to Twitter, now called X, or Facebook, I can do that. I can download the PDF if I want to. Also, if I want to change the volume, I can do that. I can view this in full screen, or also I can toggle between single or double pages. Over here, you can change the height of the flipbook. So they're going to give you standard embed code that's going to have a smaller size, and you can experiment with this on your website or on your landing page. However, if you want to and you notice that it is smaller and you want it to be larger, then of course what you need to do is increase the height. And over here, there's a toggle switch to disable sharing and download. Basically, you copy your embed code, you drop that into your web page or your landing page, and that will generate that flipbook, and it'll show on that particular web page. So that's how easy it is to really utilize and generate utilize Designrr and generate a flipbook. So let's just close that out here. And let's go ahead and let's cancel this. And we're going to exit here. So down here in the bottom left-hand corner, there is an icon. That's to exit. What we want to do is we'll save this because we want to save our project. And we're going to now exit. And then we'll say OK. And when you come back out to the dashboard, you're going to see all your recent projects down here. So this is how you can navigate through Designrr. Now, what I wanted to do was I want to share with you what WORDGENIE is, because this to me is a game changer feature that they have added to Designrr. So let's go inside of WORDGENIE. And of course, a little pop-up appears here. And this is something that you're going to want to read through. Don't skip over this stuff. Just read it, especially if it's your first time. But you want to go through this and go through each page. And they're just going to explain to you that WORDGENIE, it's a tool, right? And it's only as good as the information you give it. And some of the information that you get back may not be as good as you had hoped. But what it does is it helps you to generate the idea. That's part of the challenge, is generating the idea. And then it's up to you and each of us to go back in and edit that content. It's going to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you, but you have to go in there and give it your own voice. And that's something that I'm going to really impress upon you guys, is that don't just copy and paste whatever ChatGPT or any other AI tool gives you, because it can make mistakes, especially if it's factual information. So go in there and edit it. Sometimes some of the information may be repeated. So that's another flaw of ChatGPT. But again, this is going to do the heavy lifting for you. Now, one thing I want to point out here, I'm going to zoom in to this page right here, that WORDGENIE uses credits, and it uses credits to measure usage. And they say right here, a full ebook completion is approximately 10,000 credits, including the titles and outline. So what they've done is, with your one-time fee payment to access Designrr, your account is going to be preloaded with 100,000 credits. So enough for roughly 10 books, 10 ebooks. Now, you can add additional credits, and you can do so for as little as $17. If you click on this right here, what it does is it opens up a help article, gives you a video on how to use it, and gives you some more information here. So guys, they've got a plethora of information in here. So go ahead, don't be afraid to go and explore. This is part of using a tool as powerful as Designrr. But I'm going to close this out right here. So what you need to do is agree to their content policy. Again, open this up and read this and agree. Okay, so hate, harassment, violence, they're going to outline their policy. It's up to you to read it, understand it, and follow it. So I'm going to click on I agree, and we're going to get started here. So from here, this is where I want to enter in my topic or niche. So they give you an example, life coaching, but I'm going to come up with one called golf for beginners over, let's say, 50. And we're going to choose the language. You can see all the different languages that they have available here. I'm going to choose English, obviously. You can see the credits that I have available at 100,000 and credits that I have used, which is 0. So now we're going to click on next. And oh, by the way, if you need any help at all, just hover over that and it'll give you some information. But let's go ahead and click on next. And from here, remember when we talked about themes the last time? Again, if you don't want to add in a theme, you don't have to. What I'm going to do is I want to narrow things down because I don't want to search through a bunch of templates to come up with the one that I like. So I'm just going to click on that and I'm going to look for golf or for sports. So let's see if this is in here. And let's see here, sport. So I'm going to select sport and then you can see right here, credits available, 99,845. I've used 155 credits so far. I'm going to click on next. And what WordGenie does is now what they're going to do is they're going to help us choose a niche. So we can niche down if we want to, or we can stay within our niche. And basically, if you want to regenerate anything, you can click on this button right here. But what it does is you're going to be using more credits. So when I did the first, when I hit the button the first time, what it did was it used up the 155 credits to come up with this. So you can read through this, choose the one that you like. So what I'm going to do is, since it's golf for beginners over 50, I'm just going to choose the first one. Click on that. I'm going to click on next. And then from here, WordGenie is asking, what audience is your book targeted towards? So I'm just going to say beginners to golf who are 50 years or older. And I'm going to click on next. And so now WordGenie is saying or asking, here are some suggested titles for your ebook. Which one would you like? So you can read through these, choose the one that you like if you want to. You can regenerate more titles if none of these appeal to you. As you can see, my credits have gone down slightly. I've used 386 credits. So let's go through real quick and I'm just going to choose one. And I like Golfing 101, a comprehensive guide for beginners over 50. So I'm going to select that, click on next. So now we can see an outline for our ebook. And WordGenie is saying, feel free to edit the suggested content. For help, just click there. But we're going to just go through this. You can edit this if you want to. It's totally up to you. You can add in more. You can subtract whatever you don't like in there. But for the sake of brevity, because this is going to be a long video, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to move on to the next step. Again, if you want to regenerate the outline, you can. As you can see right here, I've used 1,121 credits. I have 98,879 credits available to me. So we're going to click on next. And right now, this is where WordGenie is going to go in. It's going to start filling out this ebook. So you can see it writing as we go through. You can see the number of credits I've used so far, 1,727. This number will increase as WordGenie continues to build out my ebook. So we're just going to let it run, and then I'll come back when it is finished. All right, that took more than a few minutes, and quite frankly, I wanted a comprehensive guide, and boy, did Designrr deliver. I used 22,465 credits to produce this ebook. Now, this is just a draft. This is just a draft. This is where you guys are going to have to go in here and you have to go and edit this stuff. You want to read through it, make sure it flows nicely. There's no repetition, all that kind of stuff. Go through it and edit it, make it your own. If at any time you want to redo a section, all you have to do is click on this button right here to regenerate that particular section. I'm not going to do that, obviously, for the sake of time, but this shows you how powerful WordGenie really is. So once you go through this, you've gone through it with a fine-tooth comb, you verified some of the factual information is indeed factual. This is where you can now go and choose a template. So I'm going to go to the next step, which is choosing a template. And because I added in a theme, which was sport, guess what I found right here? Here's my golf theme. However, you can notice right here, there is a crown. So that is only available if I upgrade. So unfortunately, I'll have to scroll down here and find something that works for me. So I'm going to scroll through here. We're going to look for anything that's related to golf or remotely related to golf. And if I don't find anything, then perhaps what I'll do is I will just choose one of these blank templates. So let's go ahead and choose Hawaii. Let's choose this one right here. I'm going to just go and click on it and we'll let Designrr go through this. This may take a little bit of time, primarily because I've got so much content for Designrr to incorporate into the template. So I'm going to let it run and we're done. We're done. 46 pages of content. How smoothly did it go? It literally lasted seconds. So let's go here and take a look right here. So I would have to go in here and change the cover image. I can change the font, the colors, everything like that. But you can see it even added in the table of contents for me. Everything is nicely formatted. So we're going to scroll through here real quick. We're going to take a look at this. And this is where you're going to have to go in and add photos. You can add images, icons, any type of links that you want to add in here. Calls to action, you can add that in there as well. But again, guys, you're going to have to go through this and make it your own. WordGenie has done the heavy lifting. Designrr has done the heavy lifting. Now it's up to each one of us, depending on what our topic is, to go in here and to brush it up and make it our own. So as you can see, WordGenie combined with Designrr is really, really powerful, and you can get access to WordGenie and 100,000 credits by signing up for Designrr at this low one-time price. Speaking of which, now that you guys know how Designrr works, let's go ahead and talk about the pricing. When you come to Designrr's main website, Designrr.io, this is what their main website looks like. So what I wanted to do now is just show you what their pricing is normally. So if you were to come to their website, you can see they've got pricing and packages. They have monthly plans. So you're probably saying right now, well, Ken, didn't you say that you have a one-time fee offer? And that is true, but I wanted to show you their monthly plans. So they've got 4 different plans here, depending on what you need. The standard plan is what I purchased at a one-time price, but you can see they charge $29 per month. They also have a pro plan, a premium plan, and a business plan. And depending again on what you need, you can access any of those plans. However, when you click on a link below, you will get access to this. This is Designrr's special one-time promotion for $27, one-time payment. You get access to the standard plans. When you come to this site right here, please watch the video so you can learn a little bit more about Designrr. And then also too, I want you guys to do a little bit of research. You can see right here, they're very transparent in their reviews. They are affiliated with Trustpilot. If you don't know what Trustpilot is a neutral third-party review site. So they have an account there. People are posting their reviews and they're rated 4.6 out of 5 stars, 250 reviews, and this is excellent. But I want you guys to do your due diligence. Go ahead, check out Trustpilot as well. I've left a link down in the description so you can check it out for yourself. And again, they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. One thing I want to do is I want to show you when you go through this sales page and you get to the cart area here, they are going to compare the standard plan monthly versus the standard plan one-time payment. Basically, you're paying $27 to get access to something that some people are going to pay $29 per month for. But because you have my link and you click on it and you get access to Designrr, you get all of it for just a one-time payment. Now, there is a funnel. Just want to be transparent with you. There is a funnel. And when you do make your initial purchase, they will offer up other upsells to their pro plan, to other courses within Designrr. Now, I won't give you or I won't tell you what the OTOs are or the upsells are, primarily because every business changes their sales funnel over time. So if I were to tell you what was inside, then they change it, then of course you guys will probably not be happy with me. So I'm just telling you right now, you can purchase this one time for $27. Ignore everything else if you want to. That's what I did. For the purposes of this video, I purchased the standard account, just $27. But as you go through, they will provide offers for a pro plan, other offers as well. Take your time as you go through it, then decide for yourself whether or not you want to upgrade. But when you do decide to purchase your access to Designrr today, you will get my special custom bonus, which I'm going to talk about right now. For those of you who get Designrr today, I have a special custom bonus, and this is a helpful guide called Landing Page Forge, Craft Winning Pages with ChatGPT. Now, I can't show you everything inside of this guide, but what I will do is I'll just kind of give you a summary of what's inside. So Landing Page Forge is going to help you to unlock the power of AI to craft compelling, high-converting landing pages in minutes using ChatGPT. So you're going to leverage ChatGPT prompts. I'm going to provide you with those prompts. I'm going to give you some tips to capture attention, spark interest, and drive conversions. So this is going to include a major mega prompt that I call Landing Page Forge, and this is going to help you create that persuasive landing page copy. Then I'm going to explain how you can customize the prompt by replacing the placeholders with details about your ebook or your lead magnet, whatever it is that you are selling or giving away. I'm also going to include an expansion prompt to create subheadings and to enhance the landing page further. And I'll be providing you with 5 bonus ChatGPT prompts for creating headlines, descriptions, calls to actions, emails, and even social media posts. And if that's not all, I'm providing you with 10 pro tips for getting the most out of Landing Page Forge, like defining your target audience, highlighting unique benefits, testing variations, adding social proof, you name it. So this ebook, this guide is going to provide you with actionable guidance on leveraging ChatGPT to create your high converting landing page, along with additional prompts and tips for maximizing your results. So again, for those of you who pick up Designrr today, then you will get instant access to Landing Page Forge. I am planning to sell this, by the way, but for those of you who do get Designrr, I will provide this to you for free. So now that you know what my special custom bonus is, let's go ahead and I'm going to give you my final thoughts about Designrr. All right, guys, so what's my final thoughts on Designrr? Well, let's go over some of the pros and cons of Designrr. First of all, one-time price. I know a lot of you guys find that attractive, and you can get Designrr for a one-time price of $27. I showed you how to convert a blog post. I showed you this blog post, and we converted that into my lead magnet here. So you saw how quick that was and how I even pulled in the images and everything like that. So it's very simple, very easy to use. And there's a multitude of ways that you can pull that content in. Now, obviously, there are upgrades Anytime you see one of these, that means you have to upgrade in order to unlock that feature. So depending on what you want to use Designrr for, that's when it's going to make sense on whether or not you want to upgrade. WORDGENIE. WORDGENIE is a game changer. This tool right here, I showed you how it worked, how it pumped out all that content, and how I was able to pull that content into an ebook here. So let me just show you that. Let's pull this up. So it pulled it in within seconds, and it came up with a beautiful ebook. And this right here just needs some edits, some pictures, some other things, and it is good to go. Also, Designrr is a cloud-based software. So that's really good because you don't have to download and install anything on your computer. So it's not going to reside on your computer. It resides up in the cloud. Therefore, anybody, either PC or Mac, can use Designrr. They update Designrr constantly. In fact, let's go back out here. You can see right here, if you click on this update tab, you can see the updates they have done to Designrr. So they're constantly supporting this software, and it shows in the reviews they get on Trustpilot. So again, you guys can check out those reviews for yourself, but Designrr does get excellent marks from Trustpilot. And lastly, the support is good. There's different ways to access support up here or down here. You can access their support team. They do get back to you and get you squared away. Now, it's not always going to be sunshine and puppy dogs, right? So let's talk about some of the cons. There is a learning curve. There is a learning curve. Yes, I showed you how I imported a blog post of mine and it created that ebook very quickly. But there is a learning curve. I want you guys to realize that. Sometimes people make things look easy, and I showed you how easy it was, but obviously, when you're doing it yourself, and I'm not there to guide you or no one else is there to guide you, you're on your own. So you're going to have to learn how to use it. So let's go in here because I want to show you some other things, some of the other cons that I see potentially happening here. So there's a lot. There's a lot of customization options here. There's a ton of them. So you guys have to go through, each and every one of you have to go through and learn how to use this. And that means it can be fiddly. That means that you have to experiment with things. It may not come out the way you want it to, but you're going to have to figure out the little quirks with the software. You're going to have to learn how to use it. And that takes time. So please be patient as you're going through this. But I see that as potentially being a con, especially for some people who think that it's going to be very instant and everything's going to work perfectly. Just know that no software out there is perfect. But if you open up a ticket with Designrr and you let them know and you share with them your feedback, then they can work on improving their software. Also, and this was very important as well, with WORDGENIE. When you purchase Designrr at that one-time price, you're going to get 100,000 credits. And I showed you a demonstration of how I put together an ebook using WORDGENIE. Now, in their help articles, they do say that the average ebook is approximately 10,000 credits, approximately. However, mine went way overboard, if you recall. So just be aware that you need to tell WORDGENIE what it is that you want in order for it to give you what you asked for. So I rushed through the whole WORDGENIE demonstration. However, if you're going to go through it and you're going to be very cognizant of the amount of credits you use, then when you get to the outline portion, and let me just go to my project here. When you get to the outline portion, then you want to make sure, do I need this subheading? Do I need this section here? If not, take it out. Because I asked for a comprehensive guide, and guess what? WordGenie gave me a comprehensive guide. So just know that you need to just be aware of the usage of those credits and make sure that you're slowly progressing through the process of building that ebook using WordGenie. But other than that, I think Designrr makes an excellent tool to add to your marketing arsenal. It is something that I use on a regular basis. In fact, my special custom bonus was created in Designrr. So I actually use this software and I find it to be a very helpful tool. And I want you guys to take advantage of that special one-time price and get Designrr as well. And when you do, you'll get access to my special custom bonus landing page forge. So I hope you guys found this video to be helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. This is Ken Furukawa from kenfurukawa.com, and I'll see you in my next video.